Guys, it is brutal out there. Do not quit your day jobs in June. I don't care what's going on, how rough it is, how stressful that job is for you. Unless you have something lined up, do not bounce. Right here, I'm going to post them on the screen. Here are a list of companies, major companies that have announced for June that they intend on doing layoffs. It is not going to get any better anytime soon. I understand you may hate your job, but unless it is a mentally damaging position where it is so toxic that you are just going to harm yourself or it's going to degrade your quality of life, stay in your job. The phrase "do not quit your day job" has taken on a completely new meaning in this job market.
Anyone else applying to jobs and going through the exact same thing? A job posted this week, over 100 applicants. Posted 5 hours ago, over 100 applicants. Okay, this is crazy. 1 hour ago, over 100 applicants. I actually feel like applying on LinkedIn and Indeed is dead. Well, it's alive. You'll just be applying against thousands of people. In 2025, I think I'm just going to be prioritizing networking, meeting people in person, making meaningful connections, and also private job boards. If you're in Toronto, the platform that I'm going to be joining is called Terra. Right now, it's just on early sign up. It's a networking app that's coming to Toronto where we're going to be able to see events in real time, and you're going to be able to match with people who actually have the same interests you have. But the part that I am the most excited for is the private job board, because I need to start applying to these jobs that are on these boards before they make it to LinkedIn. And there's thousands of applicants.
I'm just gonna say it. The job market sucks right now. So many people are being laid off. I was one of them. So looking for a job is tough. So if you're in the same boat and need a shoulder to lean on, I'm here.
It takes 500 applications right now to land one offer. I graduated 17 years ago from a pretty good school. I worked at some of the top consulting firms. I have all of my updated credentials and certifications, and I have never experienced anything like it. And I've worked and lived through multiple recessions over the past 17 years, and I cannot explain how all of the old ways of doing things are just not working. LinkedIn, Indeed, all of those platforms used to work so well for me. I actually used to have recruiters really chasing me down, especially if I had recent recommendations, recent certifications, experiences that were at really good corporations, and it's just none of that is helping. I've also tried the referral route. Out of all the jobs I've applied to, I've had 17 high-level referrals, and when I mean high-level, I mean director, VP. I don't just know somebody, I know someone that's been there for a long time, and they're high in the organization, and I've still only landed 4 interviews, and I didn't land any offers yet. It is extremely challenging, and unless you've been unemployed in the last 6 months, I don't know if you can fully wrap your head around it. At first, I was like, oh, it's the election season, because it was the end of October when I got cut in a riff. And then I was like, oh, it's the holidays, it's just bad timing. And then it was the new year, and I was like, okay, the election is over, I'm ready to move forward. And then things just seem to be more and more challenging. Anyway, I met with the CEO of a new company called Use Massive. And essentially it uses AI to help find all of the jobs that are out there for you and apply for you. And essentially the idea is it takes a ton of applications that are a good fit for you to land interviews and get the offer, and doing it manually just seems insane. It hasn't been working for me to date. So I'm really excited to be trying it and experimenting with it. Again, I can't imagine how I would actually physically apply to 500 jobs that were a good fit. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
The job market right now is so trash that you might as well just stay at that shitty job that you hate until you get another job locked in. So up until last week, I was unemployed for about 2 months. And the first month, I pretty much just chilled, treated it like a vacation. But by the second month, that's when I started applying to places. And I applied to about 10, 15 different places. And out of those 15 places, I heard back from maybe only 1 or 2 places. The rest, I didn't get no call, no emails, nothing. And when I had a job, I would see people come on here all the time talking about the job market's shitty, that it sucks. And I really thought they were just talking. I didn't think it was true until I actually was unemployed and was looking for jobs. That it hit me. It was like, damn, bro, they really ain't lying. The job market really fucking sucks right now.
Postpartum hair and all. No filter. Just me. I started on this app 8 months ago, right after I was laid off from my corporate job. For you that don't know me, I was in marketing for the last 10 plus years, and I
worked my way up the corporate ladder, was making really great money or whatever. And then I was laid off in August. I had a TikTok account, but I started actively using TikTok. I grew my following to where I could get into the affiliate program and started, doing all of that. And I've grown quite a bit there, but still, not really making money. Point in all of this is just to bring awareness, I guess, that there's regular people more so than actual influencers on here now. It seems like I feel like it's kind of sad, we're all just trying to make it on this little app that has the only glimmer of hope that we all have for being able to support our families, which is pretty sad. I've been looking for a job since I was laid off, and I've been unsuccessful. Been ghosted. I've even interviewed for positions that I had, for companies I've worked with previously, and nothing. I've posted really embarrassing, humiliating posts on LinkedIn, desperately searching for jobs. I have reached out to recruiters. I've cold called companies. I have reached out to local Facebook groups and asking for jobs. You name it, I've done it. And I have since burned through my severance and my unemployment, and now my savings is pretty much gone. This is something I'm familiar with, unfortunately. I was a teen mom, and I worked 2 or 3 jobs like my entire young adult life when I had my child. Her father and I had a really abusive, relationship, and he was in and out of her life and didn't really provide financial support. From the moment that I had my child, I started school, college, and went kind of off and on because my dad got sick around the same time, and I took care of him until he passed in 2013. And I'm not unfamiliar with being on assistance. I am not unfamiliar with Medicaid. I'm not unfamiliar with donating plasma for extra money or going into research studies, selling everything I can. I'm not unfamiliar with that lifestyle. But after working as hard as I did for so many years to get my MBA and land the job that I worked so hard for, I can't tell you how it feels to be here at 35. I'm out of money. I'm probably going to end up losing my car if I don't figure something out. And I have signed up to donate plasma. The idea that we can go to school and get a degree and be guaranteed a job it's not the truth anymore. If you're on the other side of this, any advice? And for people that have a job and haven't been through this, just scroll on, because there's no way you can relate. Even if you have been laid off before, so have I, and this is different. This is a job market like I've never seen before. At this point, I don't even have hope of going viral anymore. It's all a freaking sham. But it's I have to keep trying. I have to keep moving forward. I can't just do nothing. What do I do?